We're back with another recipe, and today we're gonna make shrimp burritos and cilantro lime rice. You want to start off by heating up your oil. Once it's heated up, you can start adding your rice. I'm making 2 cups of rice today. You're gonna add some minced garlic and saute it just to get it a little bit golden brown. Once it looks like this, you can go ahead and add your water, and it's 2 cups of water per cup of rice. You then want to add some chicken bouillon for flavor, and you want to start cutting up your limes. You want to use 1 lime per cup of rice, so in this case, I'm doing 2. Once your rice starts to boil, you want to add 1 lime and save the other one for later. Turn the heat down to low and cover. We can now start cleaning up our shrimp. These are the shrimps that I got. If you got the shrimps that are already cleaned and deshelled, then you can go ahead and skip this step. Also, if you're somebody that gets grossed out easily, I suggest you skip this step and just go straight to buying the ones that are clean. You're going to start off by snapping off the tail and getting all of the shell off. There's honestly no right or wrong way to do this, so as long as you get the shell off, you're completely good. Once you have all of the shell off, you're going to take a small knife and make a small slit in the back of the shrimp. This is the part that we started devein the shrimp. Once you've made your slit, you want to open it up, and now your vein is visible. And this is super easy to remove using just your knife. But if you don't get it with just the knife, then you have to use your hands. Which is why I'm saying if you get gross easily, just buy the ones that are already clean for you. Once your rice is done, you can top it off with some chopped cilantro and be very generous with your cilantro. Now you can go back and add the rest of your lime. You want to mix this all together. Remove it from the heat and cover. I also like to be a little bit extra and add a little bit of cilantro to the top just to garnish. You then want to start washing your shrimp and make sure to use cold water. Once it's nice and clean, you can add it to a bowl to start seasoning. You want to add some cumin, some thyme leaves, some Cajun seasoning of your liking. In this case, I'm using Slap Your Mama because it's my absolute favorite. It has the best Louisiana flavor. And again, you want to be super generous with it because this is what's going to give it most of your flavor. Add some minced garlic. Add some oil. You can do either olive oil or canola. And now you can start mixing it all up. Make sure all of your shrimps get nice and coated. You can start heating up some oil. Now you can add your shrimp and make sure that you spread them all out evenly and make sure they're flat. That way they cook evenly on all sides. Once they're cooked from that side, you can start to flip them, and this is the color you want to get to. Make sure you don't overcook your shrimp because it's going to throw the flavor off and they're going to be super shrinked. You can now start semi-cooking your flour tortillas. And now we can start working on our dipping sauce for our burrito. You're going to start off by adding some mayo. I like to use Duke's mayo, some mustard, some chili sauce. Now you can season with some thyme leaves, Cajun seasoning of your liking, some black pepper. You can start mixing this all up, and then you're going to want to add some paprika. This is the color and consistency you want to get your sauce to. And I 100% recommend you make the sauce. We can now start making the burritos, and we're going to start off by spreading some cream cheese onto the tortilla and adding some shrimp. You can do 3 or 4 shrimps depending on the size of your tortilla and how big you want them. You can now start rolling these babies up. Once they're all rolled up, you can start frying them. And you want to get a nice golden brown color on all sides. And this is the way they turned out. This is a recipe you have to try.